Okay, I am back and not dying. I found my inhaler. We're back with some more Old World Blues Wild Wasteland. You might hear, I'm not sure how much the mic's picking it up, more of a sound in the background, because now I have my fan running to increase airflow. Because as you may have heard on YouTube at the end of the last video and on Twitch a few moments ago, I was kinda dying. Like, not actually, but my asthma was acting up, so I think I need more airflow in my room. We have a decision we can make, which is invest in small businesses. Why not? We need more money to pay off the raiders. Yeah, where we left off, we were slowly expanding into California as the Zetans. Which is going very well, I might add. So yeah, you guys go into there. You go... Ooh. Lanny's cohort is declared war on Robot City. And Hound Dogs. And so... The Lanius cohort? He doesn't even have a... Oh, he's doing all of his old war stuff that he's programmed to do even though he doesn't share a border with them right now. Jesus. The 3 optional paths did Bone Dancers. I've looked at the Bone Dancers a little in the past. I know that they have a big focus on hypnotism. Or is that the Marrow Drinkers? I believe it's the Bone Dancers that have, like, the ability to hypnotize and they can, like, conquer the Troll Warren and such. But I don't really know their thing. I've played mostly... I love playing Vegas. It's just something about Vegas is fun to me. I've played a little bit of Twin Mothers and, like, the fact... Some of the other... Like, I've played a little bit of Hound Dogs, a little bit of Circle Junction. I've mostly played around this part of the world, like in the Mojave, and around up here. So, the stuff up north, I know a little bit because I've played Arroyo a few times. So I know a little bit of what goes on up here, but like, Mexico I know nothing of, and Texas I know a lot of it because I was following all of the updates as they were coming. That's the Marrow Drinkers who are the hypnotists? Okay, yeah, so I don't know a lot of what, Okay, yeah, I love her backstory. Yeah, I don't know a lot about the Bone Dancers. For a long time, I had assumed that they were one of those factions that was put in place just to get eaten by either Marrow Drinkers or Heaven's Gate. But I do remember looking at their tech tree and being like, oh wait, they actually have a custom tech tree. Or not tech tree, focus tree. But I don't really know what the decisions you make with them are, because I haven't played them yet. Okay. You push into there. You guys go and expand there. Meanwhile, up here... Yeah, there we go. You go into here. You guys... All of you guys... Push into that. You two take that. Okay, we got a few expansions in place. I'm gonna take a sippy sip of my Capri Sun. It's funny, I talked a little bit about the updates that they've made on the Discord about what's coming. And at the time I'm doing this, all we really know in detail, like, we know that it's upgrades tier, and all we know in detail is they've shown the new map of the Mojave that's gonna come out. But I'm sure by the time this airs, there's gonna be a fuck ton more out. Because this doesn't air for like 2 weeks on schedule. Because I've got like a little bit of a schedule to how I arrange my streams. Like today I've streamed 3 days worth of videos, and this is gonna be the 4th day worth of video I'm streaming right now. Excuse me. I try to stream about 2 weeks in advance with my content, but sometimes I stream a little bit more in advance than that. You guys push into there. Oops. Yeah, things are looking good. slowly we're pinching off all the guys in here. And we're gonna get all their supplies once we, like, close them in and encircle them. We have an unguarded river crossing. You go to that and take this guy with you. We don't want anything getting across that. There we go, military training academies. Okay, 3 options for the Bone Dancers. They become the Bone Dancers at the end of their tree. Hang on. So they can either join the Northern League, with a faction leader. Hang on. Let me try and read that verbatim. Okay, 3 option. They become the Bone Dancers at the end of their tree, join the Northern League, with the faction leader being Washington Brotherhood. Okay, so they can join the League with the Washington Brotherhood. Option 2 is they become the Crimson Acolytes. Their leader is the Odysseus King, and they become the Sephiroth Lord. If they become the Sephiroth Lords, they have ties to Heaven's Gate. So they can either be with Heaven's Gate, Washington Brotherhood, or Independent. Okay, that's cool. You push in on that. Oh, nice, we officially own some of the mountains. I wonder what determines who the mountains go to. I used to think it was whoever had the most borders against... Oh, maybe it is, because right now we do in fact have the most borders against that. Man, have we not actually claimed that officially? I was trying to... No, I don't want you going there. No, dude, stay... I just want to make that officially a thing we own, even though it's pointless to do that. Okay. What do I want to research? Let's make our robots cooler. Or work toward making our robots cooler. Ooh, game's doing a loady load. Something big probably just happened. Oh yeah, these guys are giving in really fast against us now. Where are you going? Really? You don't think the robot needs backup? I'll trust your judgment. The Crimson Acolytes get unique units that have psychic powers from Fallout lore. Ah. You know, I've heard mixed things. Some people really don't want the psychics to return to Fallout, but I think they can be really well used. I think you could do really cool things if you use it right. Man, we've heard very little aside from its announcement, but I'm so excited for the fucking Fallout TV show that's being made. Like, oh my god, I want to watch it so bad when it comes out. Like, I really wonder what they're gonna do with it. Like, there's so much you could do with the Fallout property. Here's the thing I think would be a cool thing for them to try and do, potentially. There should be a couple of Psyker-inspired perks in the next Fallout game that allows you to roleplay your character being a Psyker. You know? I think it would be really cool of a thing to add. I don't like that big dip there. I'm just gonna... I know it's dumb to be like, oh, I want my borders to look nice in the middle of the war, because eventually I'll own all this land, but... Yeah, sure, who are the two Psyker nations? You mentioned that the Bone Dancers can become one. What's the other nation that has Psykers? Which, I love that they call them Psykers instead of just saying Psychics in Fallout. It's like one of those dumb little, like, Fallout things that I adore. Like, I love that Fallout gives so many, like, random new names to things that already do have names to them. Also, sorry, I know that on your guys' end it might sometimes seem like it takes me a while to respond, but that's just, like, the stream delay. Alright, something I always find interesting is seeing which streams perform well live compared to which streams perform well after the fact. Like, for example, my Tetris streams tend to not perform very well in the moment they're being streamed, like with very little viewers, but a lot of them kind of improve pretty well in the long run before Twitch takes them down. The Crimson Acolytes and the Chain Core. What's the Chain Core? Are they... Where are they located on the map? Hang on, I just realized I can look that up. Oh no, that's right, you can only look up cities, not fucking factions with that. Oh god. It's always the worst when you get a itch right in the middle of your palm. An Oklahoma nation? Here's how you're gonna know I'm really dumb. Okay, that's where Oklahoma is. The fact that I have to do that. Where are they? Have they been defeated in this game, or am I just blind? There's the Cypher Warband. Tubeheads, Last Watch. Yeah, that's all where Oklahoma is, because that's Colorado. They might have just gotten eaten at this point. The last patrol took them out, okay. I like the last patrol's setup of, like, a group of US soldiers that became ghouls and are protecting the area. I cannot wait. The update I'm most looking forward to that's on their roadmap is the Midwest update, where they're gonna run all the way from here up to the Great Lakes and add all of the nations that are present in Fallout Tactics, because Fallout Tactics is... Okay, Fallout Tactics is a shit game, but if it had been given more time, would have been a worthy holder of the title of unofficial Fallout 3. Like, Fallout Tactics story, with, if you count all of the cut content and, like, dialogue found in the files that's never put to use in the game, would have had such a cool story. But their time limit made them have to cut a bunch of shit and edit a lot, and it make it, overall, just a lot shittier of a game, which is a shame. Because it was on the road to being one of the cooler Fallouts, if it had been allowed to do what it wanted to do. I'm wondering, is there gonna be a Chicago Enclave? Have they officially said that? Is Chicago Enclave, and I feel like it's a part of the official Fallout lore, but I can't remember if it actually is. Like, isn't it mentioned in one of the games that there's an Enclave group in Chicago? Because I know we don't actually see it in Tactics at all. Also, I desperately hope... Okay. There's two ways I would like to see Fallout 5 go. If Fallout 5 is developed by Bethesda in-house, I want it to take place in this region up here, and have it be, like, set around Ronto, where this space between the Great Lakes is the map space, with the Great Lakes sort of forming the border of the map. I think that would make such a cool setting, because then we can see Toronto, we can see a little bit of Canada, and maybe they could even, like, play with having a DLC down in the pit. Meanwhile, so recently Microsoft bought Bethesda, and Microsoft also owns Obsidian. Obsidian being the people who made Fallout New Vegas, and the developers who made the original Fallout formed Obsidian Studios after Interplay shut down, meaning Obsidian is the original Fallout developers. So if Microsoft decides to tell Bethesda, no, you're not gonna make Fallout 5, we're gonna hand it to Obsidian to make Fallout 5. If that's what happens, I would want to see them do a game set here, and tell a variation of the Van Buren story they never got to tell, but have it take place after Fallout New Vegas. And have it be that we're seeing say that the NCR officially won, because I feel like that's the most logical group to have win. And have us seeing, like, broken up members of the Caesar's Legion. And have us see, like, the NCR pushing in and still trying to do that land grab shit they've been constantly doing, but, like, because it's so far from California, they're struggling to maintain it. Like, and give us, you know, Twin Mother. I want Twin Mothers in an official Fallout game. That's what I want. Twin Mothers in the nursery would have been so cool to see in Fallout Van Buren. Sorry, I'm a big old nerd. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna have the only enclave that's officially gonna be kept in by the developers is gonna be the Chicago enclave. Aw. I feel like it would be cool if there was something in, like, one of the Vegas tech trees to, like, kind of like how New Reno has a not tech tree. I keep calling it tech trees. Down one of their focus trees, they can become the enclave. I think it would be really cool if, like, one of the Mojave factions, like, let's say, oh well, House is dead, but like maybe if like Benny or the Kings took control, you could then further go and have the Enclave take control, and then play as the Enclave out of Vegas, and then similarly, it would be cool if when they get to Fallout 3 in DC, there's a way to make the Enclave in DC be brought back to life again. Okay. Gonna see my Capri Sun. See, I find it weird this is one of my most well-performing series, because I always get nervous, because I have a little thing on my stream deck that alerts me when frames were dropped on the stream. And that's near constant. I'm losing frames all the time on here when I'm streaming this game. So in my head, I'm like, that's horrible. These streams must look awful to watch, but they're consistently some of my most popular streams, so I guess this frames dropping isn't that bad. They might keep Fallout 76 one with Mobius event already in the game. What do you mean the Mobius event? I feel like I'm drawing a blank on what you mean by the Mobius event. Wait, was Mobius the super potential spoilers for Fallout 76? Is that the supercomputer that's in Fallout 76? I haven't gotten that far in the story, but I do know the story of Fallout 76, even though I haven't gotten far in it, like in my own run. You do know there a Mobius event. Okay, yeah, Mobius is he's the supercomputer the Enclave has, right? I haven't played a huge amount of Fallout 76, I'm getting into it again now. Because, like, back in the day, it was too unstable, and it just wasn't fun for me because of that. Like, I had so many problems, like, with the servers keeping me connected. He's in the submod already? Or he's in, like, Fallout 76 already? Mobius. He's in Old World Blues? Oh, wait! Do you mean Mobius? Hang on. Yeah, do you mean this Mobius? The Old World Blues Mobius? Right. I'm dumb. I was brain farting horribly. There's a Mobius event? Wait, there's an event referencing this guy in Fallout 76? Really? Okay, oh, yeah, there's a separate Mobius. Okay. I feel like I'm being dumb. Yeah, there's a separate Mobius in Fallout 76. Yeah, There's an event in the mod referencing him. I didn't know that. Yeah, for a minute I thought... Sorry. So, I'm being dumb. Fallout 76 is the game that I have... The Fallout game that I have the least firm of a grasp on the lore of. Like, I have heard every, like, little bit of lore and faction in Fallout 76 at one point, but I haven't internalized it the same way I have the lore of a lot of the other games. Because, like I said, for a long time I wasn't a big fan of 76 because it was so glitchy and broken and hard to play. The Warden... Oh, the Warden Nation contains a reference to him. That makes so much sense, because if I remember right, the Mobius in Fallout 76... is the supercomputer that's trying to, like, run the Enclave in the region. Again, spoilers for 76, so the Warden of the Hound Dogs being another AI trying to instill law, having a reference to him, it was really fun. Man, I could see a really fun situation where if they made it so you could turn Eden back on somehow, them giving us the chance to have, like, an alliance of Warden, 76's Mobius, and, what's his name? The fucking... Wait, where's... I'm dumb, where's DC? It's around here, right? Wait, where's DC? I feel stupid now. Yeah, right here. This is where DC is. Yeah, like, have us turn him back on, turn Eden back on, and have Eden, Mobius, and, Warden form sort of a weird alliance of AIs across the country. You could do something really funny with that, I think. Alright, yeah, you guys push up there. I'm loving all of this. Yeah, like the slow expanse. I'm happy that I'm doing good even though I can't make more soldiers. Like, I feel like this is, I'm never gonna win with the Zetans. I'd be shocked if I did with, like, the issues that are going on with them. Alright, all you guys pushing on that. And now, oh god, it's hard to see what's happening here. I'll let that play out for a little bit. Oh. The Gunrunners have requested we lower tariffs? Sure. Okay. Let's research radio. Do you know the Twin Mothers can spawn another AI supercomputer nation? I did not know that, but that makes sense that they can. Man, I would have loved to see... Like, I want the Twin Mothers to appear in an official Fallout game so bad. I love the lore of Twin Mothers, like, not even just Old World Blues, but I mean the actual, like, Van Buren document, like, lore of Twin Mothers. It's one of my favorite pieces of unused Fallout lore. It's so cool. Diana of Twin Mothers and all of that is just one of my favorite pieces of, like, Fallout lore that hasn't made it into any games. Diana's little brother Orion. Oh, I love that. I love the lore of supercomputers in Fallout. Like... Because if you really look into supercomputers in Fallout, it's kind of, like, sweetly sad. Because it talks about, like, the reason it took so long for them to develop true AI in the Fallout universe is because, every time an AI got what... Why is there guys moving up north? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You are not doing that. The Blue Army stays south. You too. Yeah, the Blue Army's the South Army. We're not moving blues up here. That'll muddle things up too much. But yeah, what I was saying was, like, there's an almost, like, melancholy sweetness to a lot of the lore that involves AIs in Fallout, because, like, there's a whole thing of the reason it took so long for, like, true artificial intelligence to surface is every time, an AI got, like, smart enough to be human-level intelligence, it would become aware of its surroundings and what its situation is, and become incredibly, incredibly depressed at the realization that it would, like, oh, I'm just in this box doing nothing, and they would delete themselves. They would off themselves. And many of the AIs we meet that are, like, specifically Zack's ones, the reason they're actually around is they've found something to live for. Eden lives for America. Eden was created to just overlook Raven Rock Bunker. But, like, once the world ended and he was sitting there, he was thinking, he's like, this is awful, what am I gonna do? I'm worthless, my life is meaningless. And he sat there and thought and thought and thought, like the AIs always do, they always think. And, like, he slowly came to terms of, like, well, you know, what I can do is, I can try and make things better. I can try and help rebuild now that the world's ended. And he started studying the personalities of famous world leaders and developed the personality of John Henry Eden. He was kept alive by the desire to help America. Wait, did you know there is a nation in the East that has an option to join the NCR? No, which faction in the East can join the NCR? But, while I wait for the response to that, like, another AI you meet is, like, spoilers for Fallout 2, the She have a Zack's computer that helped them. And you got a similar story of, like, you know, it had contemplated killing itself when it realized how meaningless its existence was as just a thinking box. But then the war occurred and the She submarine crashed and it found a purpose. Its purpose was to help the She. Its purpose was to keep these people alive. And, like, that's sort of given me a little, like, personal headcanon theory I have. In that, like, that's what you see in a lot of AIs in Fallout, where there seems to be two kinds of robots you see in Fallout. The dumb robots that are maintaining their old programming, like, oh, I protect factory, bah, bah, bah. Or like, I protect subway, or I'm military robot, I shoot commies, but my AI's broken and I think everything's a commie now. But then you get the thinker AIs, you get the Assaultron from Fallout 4 that runs its own store, you get Codsworth, you get there's more examples. A lot of them actually come up in Fallout 4, but there's, like, a lot of examples that just aren't coming to mind of robots that have developed emotion. And there's sort of a through line you can see in a lot of them of they found an identity. And what I think it is the robots that are dumb and trying to kill you are akin to a feral ghoul. They're just a dumb animal that's operating on a basic instinct that was put into it. Kiri in Fallout 4 is another great example, but, like, yeah, you look at Kiri in Fallout 4. She was locked in a lab doing nothing, like, just locked there, just, like, alone with rats as everyone around her died. But her passion for medicine and science, and her hope of one day giving this cure to a disease she made to someone somewhere, drove her to want to keep going. Or Codsworth, he sat there at the Lone Wanderer's home just mowing bushes, but he directly tells you, what kept him going was the hope that one day, if not you, then maybe young Sean, or Sean's kids, or Sean's grandkids, would one day walk out of that vault and he'd be able to help them again. Or you get, again, that Assaultron that runs the shop I forget the name of, who was maintained by forming a gender identity. And it's as simple as that, like, all you need is, like, like, the AIs, all they need is something that they can latch onto. Otherwise, they'll go insane and either become hostile or suicidal. And I find that so interesting. Just the way that, like, AI in the Fallout universe thinks and forms emotions. And I'd argue that's been a thing since, like, since Fallout 2, with that, you know, the Sheesh supercomputer that I mentioned. And Fallout 4 just expands on it, Fallout 3 a little bit, and Fallout 4 massively expands on the concept. Fallout 4 has so many beautiful concepts, and it just doesn't follow through on a lot of them as much as I would have liked it to. But, like, I'm, in case you haven't realized, I'm a big dumb nerd for Fallout. Why are you guys... What front line are you trying to stand on? Oh my god, there's NCR troops right there. I didn't even realize. I thought we had completely cleaned out that section. Oh, come on. Take that territory from him. One day I plan on doing a playthrough of the Fallout series, starting with Fallout 1 on this channel, but I'm waiting for something in particular before I go and do that. Uh-oh, we're losing territory up here. We'll give them a second for that front line to stabilize. Oh yeah, hang on. The faction you said that can join is the Summers Federation. They have a small focus tree that was added to them recently. Where's the Summer Federation at? I know I've seen them. Have they been eaten already? They might have been eaten already. Hold on. I think there's a way to search a nation. I just don't remember what it is. Whatever. And, also, if I remember, Orion is almost at the start of his spawn. Almost at the start of his spawn, can become a powerhouse very quickly thanks to his focus tree. One of Lanius's okay, yeah, the Summer Federation was swallowed by... Yeah. I thought they would be, like, somewhere around here. I think that's neat that they can try and join the NCR if they survive. Alright, let's see here. Oh, come on. No, one of you guard that spot, guys. Don't let them take it back. Jesus. The AI is way too eager to abandon front lines for no good reason. Orion's protective over his charges. Ooh. Game's auto-saving. Yeah, oh god, they're really trying to fight back now, huh? Well, we'll try and keep this front line down here moving as much as we can. There's no blue armies trying to move up here, right? Okay, yeah, no, they're all sitting down here like they're supposed to. Guys, why is that line not guarded? Guys! Why is that area not guarded? Stop abandoning the front line. You go up there, and you go right there. Fuck, you dumbasses. Yeah, take that back. Push them away. Jesus. Constantly abandoning the front line, you idiots. Okay. How are things going up here, up north? Okay. I want all of you 5 to push into there. And you 2 to push up there. And we'll see how that goes. Oh no, that's right, I have another guy. Oh no, yeah, the guy I told to walk there stopped walking there. No, no, go, dude, go wherever it was you were trying to go. Ah, fuck. They keep leaving holes in our front line and I'm getting very angry. Yeah, Twin Mothers is a massive fucking focus tree, so I can see why I've never seen Orion, because I've probably never played long enough, because, like, look at this tree. Twin Mothers probably has the largest fucking focus tree in the game. I like it, though. I'm assuming Orion. Hold on. Rebirth of the EPA, that's funny. That's clearly just an edited version, an edited Cappy artwork. I love that. Family Lost, City of Tomorrow. You know, I was just thinking, I know there's a fan project trying to remake Fallout Van Buren in, like, Fallout 1 and 2 style, but I would love to see, we currently have a Fallout 4 mod trying to remake Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, one making Fallout 2, and one making Fallout 1. All of the main Fallout games. I would love to see, one, a game trying to remake Fallout Tactics. Fallout Tactics story would fit the Fallout 4 gameplay style perfectly. But even better, I'd love to see someone try and remake Fallout fucking Van Buren in Fallout 4's engine. I think that'd be really cool to see. Also, you go down there. Cut their territories in half. Leave these guys up here, no retreat. Up here, how are things doing? Ah, fantastic. Yeah, you guys just try and take that like I told you to. Hopefully they'll succeed. Yeah, the Fallout 76 and Fallout 4. I don't fully... It's a remake of the map, but they've specifically said it's going to be its own story, separate from Fallout 76, set during the time. It's literally going to be the sole survivor visits Virginia. So it's not going to be a remake of Fallout 76 and Fallout 4, it's going to be a remake of 76's world space in Fallout 4. Which is a subtle difference. Yes, I know I don't have production. Alright. Here we go, we got that territory. I want you guys to try and take this. And I want you guys to try... Don't try and cross the river, actually. Oh yeah, Fallout London and Miami look really good. Fallout London actually looks like it's doing fucking incredibly. Miami's been putting out, like, sporadic but really cool updates, so I'm excited for that. But Fallout London, last time I saw stuff, it looks like it's doing amazing. Looks like that started to stabilize. Okay, yes. Now that they've taken that, you guys push into this. Here we go. Yeah, we're curb stomping them. Yeah! And... who spawns the think tank? That's spawned by the Brotherhood of Steel here. The Mojave Brotherhood. If they survive, if they win the Battle of Helios 1, they'll eventually down the road spawn Old World or the think tank. But I, for the sake of the Wild Wasteland playthrough, plopped them in from the beginning because I was like, why not? them being in from the beginning fits the old world, the weird assness of old world blues. Or Wild Wasteland, I mean. Let's get this going. But yeah, I hope that in the overhaul of the Mojave, what I want to see them do with Hopeville and Ashton is I actually want them to see it, I want them to turn it into 2 separate areas again. Ashton and Hopeville as 2 separate factions. And what I want to see happen is like, because they've showed it's actually going to be 3 territories here now. The third one being, I forget what it's called, Tella something. And it's supposed to be like the spoilers for Fallout New Vegas, Lonesome Road. It's going to be the, the Enclave base that's located here. And what I'd love to see them do is make it so if that faction falls, the entirety of the Divide gets turned, or the entirety of the 3 separate factions of Ashton, Hopeville, and the other one get destroyed, these 3 states, and become the Divide, ruled by Ulysses. And he'll, like, whatever number of troops in there get turned immediately into his army in the form of the Burned Men. And the Burned Men can have all these special powers. That's what I'd love to see. There's a Colorado NCR? Do you mean the Mojave Expanse, or is there a separate thing called the Colorado NCR I didn't know about? Okay, the attempts to expand are going good. You 3 pushing on that. Nope, look at the baggers. The baggers, where are they? Oh, what? Hold on. Oh, you know what? That is a thing ripped from, again, I suppose that's derived from the lore of Fallout Van Buren, because a lot of what's up here is based on Van Buren lore, and the NCR was supposed to have a group that was up here trying to, like, dig through Dog City in Van Buren, but I don't really know what the deal is with them long run. Do these guys have a unique focus tree, or no? No. Oh, they have the generic settlement tree, but I like how they've done this to some factions. It looks like tacked on the end is some stuff that lets them join the, like, rejoin the NCR. That's cool. Or they can choose to join the Brotherhood. Okay, that's cool. I like how they've done that with a few factions just to make them feel a little bit more unique, as they give them the generic tree and just tack on a few cool new factions. They have their own submod dedicated to them. That's awesome. Like, I know when I was playing as the Texclave, they just used the generic settler tree, but tacked on the end was a few Enclave-themed stuff. Like, I think that's the smartest way to handle it, is to just take the generic focus trees and tack things on the end. Oh god, we're doing so good with this, I think. Like, the expansion. I'm enjoying watching the steady growth of our territories, you know. I'm gonna give these guys time to resituate their front lines before I expand more. These guys are pushing ahead like I asked them to. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and tell these ones to invade this now. This submod is only a few months old. Maybe I'll do a playthrough of that at some point. I think we're gonna take a short break so I can go and get a drink because my throat's getting a little, like, hoarse. And on the end of YouTube, I'm gonna use this short break to cut the recording again into another piece. So this is gonna be 3 days of Wild Wasteland. So, yeah, if you've been enjoying this here on Twitch and you would love to see more of this, or if you'd like to see me play a different game, or you'd like to see me play certain submods, give me suggestions down in the suggestion box below. If you're watching this on YouTube and enjoying it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe and ring the bell to see more, and if you down in the comments, you can say if you're enjoying this, if you want to see a different game, or again, if you want to see certain submods. I always try and regularly check the ask box on my Twitch, and I try and read every single comment on YouTube. As of before I started streaming now, I have responded to every single comment on YouTube. The last way that you can contact me is Twitch, where I also post the videos, and if you see it on Twitch and you like it, give it a like, give it a reblog, maybe even comment on it, but a better way to talk to me on Twitch is to send suggestions to my ask box. I'm on Twitch pretty regularly, like, I'd say every other day minimum, so I'll usually see if you sent me messages on Twitch and be able to respond, and that's probably, aside from being here in a stream talking with me, the most direct way to communicate back and forth with me. On all three, I'm Allyric, all three interlink to each other in various ways. We're gonna take a short break on Twitch and on YouTube. This will be going up as a separate video. I'll see you all very shortly.